Vamos já dar continuidade aqui, começar aí o nosso jogo Alan Wake 2. Vamos só aqui partilhar a live. Já vamos dar início aqui ao grande jogo. Bem, vamos lá iniciar aqui o nosso jogo. Vamos jogar aqui no modo normal. Bora.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Olá. Onde é que temos que andar? O Tabarelli ia gostar aqui deste corpinho, o Tabarelli. O Tabarelli é menino para gostar deste corpo.
Where'd he go?
Será por aqui? Já estou a ver que vou pegar aqui uns cagaços. Ok, já começamos a correr. It's coming. Nossa. Muito bom.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
Mom, it's so good.
Spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me.
Não sei se assim fica muito perto.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Northern Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Your belly aching, Gordon. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here.
Hey,
Hey there. Agent Casey, right?
right?
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but you know, inside.
Okay.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Sai lá da frente para a gente passar então. Vamos lá encontrar outro polícia. Vamos lá
Before we
ter
get to the
polícia.
crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Você pode acessar a quadros de caso, aos quadros de caso dentro do lugar mental. Ok.
The Mind Place.
Lugar
My
mental.
version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Método de matar, porque a diferença dos homicídios. Inchaço é a única coisa em comum entre os corpos, mas não a causa da morte. Ok. Traumatismo no tórax, exposição. Ok. O método de matar. Tatuagem. Ok. Traumatismo no tórax. Todos os corpos apresentam inchaço. É tudo um corte profundo no coração, está visto? ...2012, 2018... Isto é 2 semanas. Ok, nós estamos aqui.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
Visita de saúde mental não pausa um jogo. Então
Let's head
cuidado com
down
as
the hill
ameaças
to the
das
crime scene.
proximidades. Ok, continua.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson. Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Agora dá para ir por aí. Vamos por aí. Vamos segui-lo à partida. Deve ser por aqui.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Local do crime, até cá para baixo. Estamos aqui pela esquerda, ou em frente, vai dar ao mesmo, ok. Como é que estamos, velho?
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Experimentar aqui o novo jogo, novo, quer dizer, já saiu há algum tempo, o Alan Wake 2,
So,
mas saiu uma expansão também.
huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the
Investiga a
crime.
cena do
Put
crime.
them on the table. Now, we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp.
Tex, vamos lá investigar. E a tomatada dele, desganfias. Estão de fora.
Examine the corpse.
Che, real, bro. É aqui o coração.
Positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Você desbloqueou a sua primeira imagem principal. O quadro de cada gente do lugar mental. Então esta é a primeira. Essa é a primeira.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Ok. O outro corpo foi encontrado no bosque perto de Falls. Momento perfeito. Preciso ver se tem ligação com os assassinatos que estamos aqui para investigar. The Bright Falls. É possível ver as metas no quadro de casos nos seus objetivos. Investiga a cena do crime. Ok. Isto não dá para abrir o mapa sem ir aqui.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Ok.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
O que é que há aqui mais para investigar? Não tem mais nada. É possível colocar pistas recentes descobertas na pergunta aberta. Ok, vamos aqui à pergunta aberta. Deve ter aqui alguma tecla. Ok. Já percebi.
Makes sense. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders.
Como é que estamos, Rochinha?
The heart and the straps were left behind.
Obrigado aí pela tua presença, amigo.
More
Como é que
clues to
estás?
work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
As pistas relacionaram a pergunta aberta e desbloquearam uma dedução. Conforme você avançar na investigação, novas perguntas estão desbloqueadas, atualizando os seus objetivos. Ok, temos aqui 2 perguntas, assassino e vítima. Objetivos: investigar a cena do crime, descubra mais sobre a vítima e mais sobre o assassino. Ok.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Ainda bem, temos aqui mais pistas. Vamos ver aqui. Esta já vimos. Pista 1 do corpo aqui no chão.
Multiple people were here.
Várias pessoas estiveram
Multiple
aqui.
killers?
Ok. Pegadas. Aqui em cima. O que é que temos aqui em cima? Garrafas.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here.
Eles passaram algum tempo aqui, mas o que é que aqui tem? Aqui no chão. O que é isto?
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Provavelmente é uma câmara, não é? Estavam a filmar a morte da vítima, neste caso. Ali é a furá-lo todo.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and
Brothers
sisters.
in arms. É possível descobrir pistas ao falar com pessoas ou examinar em seu entorno.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times in Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
É bem, vamos lhe perguntar.
So what happened
aconteceu?
to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
Same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Ok. Objetivo: descubra mais sobre as vítimas, mais sobre o assassino. Já
Was he killed
descobrimos
here
aqui sobre
or
a
brought here
vítima.
after?
O que
For
é que podemos por
display.
aqui? Pistas. Temos aqui o assassino.
Doesn't look right.
Ok, será que dá para colocar? Vamos tentar colocar aqui, não? Quadro de casos, aqui o mapa. Temos aqui a vítima.
Think.
Para depois, tripé achado perto do corpo. Será que dá para depois? Isto é para depois. Vários conjuntos de pegadas. Por que é que eu não consigo colocar aqui?
Well, I didn't.
Objetivo 3. Investiga a cena do crime, descubra mais sobre a vítima e descubra mais sobre o assassino. Vários conjuntos de pegadas. E depois temos aqui a vítima é Robert Nightingale, visto pela última vez 3 anos depois. Ok.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Investiga a cena do crime, ok. Assassino, não temos pistas sobre o assassino. Estas pegadas. Bastante atividade aqui, improvável que o nosso assassino estivesse sozinho. Ok, tem várias pegadas, tá. E depois temos estas duas para depois, Podemos sair daqui. Mapa, local crime. Temos aqui mais coisas para investigar aqui. Ok, basta pressionar aqui que ele abre.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Olha bem, já temos aqui mais qualquer coisa. Aqui é mancha grande de sangue. Uma mancha grande de sangue.
Footprints indicating multiple killers.
Premeditado ou
Quite
espontâneo,
the
não é?
party.
Ok, agora já temos acesso aqui a mais pistas. Que é tripé achado perto do chão, também por aqui. Parece novo, trazido pelos assassinos. Porquê? Para montar uma câmera, um filme. Ok, depois temos aqui garrafas de cerveja por perto.
They planned for the murder to happen here. Passing the time with equipment ready.
Ok, foi tudo pensado então.
But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Suspeitas e vítimas, ok. Pessoa desaparecida, homicídio. Homicídio
Nightingale
ritual.
was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
It's dark.
He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Local do crime. Será que temos que colocar aqui mais? Ok. A vítima veio do lago. Mas porque agora depois de 13 anos? Onde é que ele esteve?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
It's dark.
He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
This mug always cheers me up.
Não é pior mãe. Ok. Isto está aqui. Temos que fazer mais alguma coisa aqui. Vamos voltar ao mapa.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Ok, vamos lá agora ao lago.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure.
Sure.
It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, strapped him to the table.
Bem, agora estamos aqui.
When skinny dipping at this time of year.
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Examina o caminho obstruído. Ok, temos já aqui uma
There's a piece
carta.
of paper on the ground.
Pedaço de papel.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Ok, umas pegadas, folhas.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right.
Jogo
This
doentio,
is right up
completamente
my alley.
doentio.
Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Ok, vamos lá ao nosso quadro de casos. O que é que temos aqui? Pegadas. As pegadas surgindo debaixo da pedra. Depois temos aqui a trilha.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Muitos mistérios, não tem sentido. Muitas perguntas erradas. Talvez. O que é que temos aqui? A leitura das palavras. Dessas palavras para si uma mensagem. Alguém estava brincando com elas. Mais alguma coisa aqui? Sim. Então o assassino está a observar. Ok.
We found a page in the woods. A story
Vamos lá ver
about
o que
these
é
events.
aqui a página que
What is
encontramos.
Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, The awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Ok. A vítima era um dos seus, o agente especial do FBI, Robert Nightingale, desaparecido neste local 3 anos atrás. Agora ele aparecerá de repente, mas foi assassinado em um ritual brutal e sangrento no mesmo dia da chegada deles. Ok. Esta é a mensagem. Temos aqui uma mensagem de 6.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Ok.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Ok, vamos lá examinar o corpo então.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town
Nightingale.
morgue.
Okay.
Portanto, temos que ir para trás. Temos que ir aqui ao local do crime outra vez.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what?
Alto, o que é que temos aqui?
Entertain some fantasy?
É para subir.
Projecting their desires?
Portanto, por aqui foi para onde viemos.
Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Hey, you made it back.
É, voltamos, parece que sim,
I
amigo.
hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Manda para cá a chave.
Thanks.
Ok, volta
Let's get the car.
a
Drive
Brick
to Bright Falls
Falls.
and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
Falar com as testemunhas. Vamos lá então.
Use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being me.
Task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Você pode equipar pingentes para aprimorar as habilidades da saga. Você só pode equipar... Ok. Espaço rápido. Pode ser aqui.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
Ok, encontramos
Casey
um
hates the endless
lancheiro.
jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
Temos aqui também uma
He hates
mensagem.
those cheesy crime books.
Estamos
But he
juntos
really
nessa
hates the
figura
movies.
heroica. Mais balas, outro tudo na cabeça. Preciso de 12.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
E agora? Temos que ir por onde?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Olha bem, o que é que temos aqui para atualizar? Temos mais alguma coisa? Casos. Ok, temos a lancheira da Alex. Vamos analisar este caso.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Aqui numa área. O bilhete interno diz: estamos juntos. O que quer dizer quem deixou isso? Ok. Vamos lá então.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Okay.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Interroga as testemunhas na lanchonete. Ok. Aqui é a lanchonete. Mapa por descobrir. Ainda não temos aqui o mapa. Portanto, se não temos aí o mapa, vamos ter aí o mapa.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And a thankful day here in Bright Falls.
Vamos entrar aqui.
Hey, how are you doing?
É privado, mas eu entro aqui. Entramos por todo lado.
It won't open.
So sleepy.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Anyway, vamos lá aqui ao mapa. Agora sim, já temos mapa. Nós temos que ir pousada. Acho que ir aqui. Portanto, nossa esquerda. Nesta direção. Estamos a ir bem.
Let me guess. The FBI.
Eu
Welcome to
mesmo.
Bright Falls.
Welcome.
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
I'm gonna guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Vamos lá falar com
Excuse me. I'm Agent
os
Saga Anderson.
testemunhas.
Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake.
Cara pelado saindo do rio.
He's acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree.
Cita da
Cult of
árvore.
the tree. Cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Então, casos. Vamos aos assassinos. O que é que temos aqui? Vários agressores com máscara de cervo. Portanto, aquilo que já sabíamos.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Ok. E ele não referiu isso agora.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Ok. Estão a falar a verdade.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Sou bruxa.
I told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She
drowned. Your daughter.
The fuck?
That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Bem estranha esta parte aqui. É bem. Temos o colar, não é? Vamos por aqui no quadro de casos, o colar. Vamos encaixá-lo. Aqui também não dá.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Vamos lá.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my...
Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Bom dia, meus senhores. Portem-se bem, ok? Pronto.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for
Muito
saying the
estranho.
worst thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Examina o corpo, base sala de necropsia do necrotério.
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Vamos lá ver o cadáver.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide. Also, it's bear season. Oh no, a bear.
É bear.
Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela,
The fuck?
best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you a tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the...
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay,
Cá está o
let's take a
corpo.
look at our patient.
Examina o corpo.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Externa, antes de fazer a interna, ok. Ou seja, a suspeita é que lhe meteram alguma coisa por dentro, será?
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Será uma tatuagem?
Defensive wounds.
Ferimentos de defesa. Ele resistiu.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Ok, confirma. Se deixaram alguma coisa dentro do peito.
There's writing on here.
E escreveram também alguma coisa no coração.
How did they manage that?
E agora falta aqui na testa.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Quadro de casos, vamos lá.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help.
Isto não interessa.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Algo a descobrir no corpo, portanto. Temos aqui estas pistas. Inchaço nas articulações indicam exposição prolongada à água. Ok. Depois temos aqui algumas palavras escritas também quando arrancaram o coração. Hematomas. Peito aberto.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
E depois temos... Isto não é aqui. Deixa eu ver se temos que fazer mais alguma coisa aqui. Não. Tem que ser aqui no quadro de casos. Objetivos. Examina o corpo. Ok. Uma escrita ritual. Portanto, vamos tentar ver qual é a escrita ritual que está no coração. E aqui na pele dele.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Tatuagens no corpo e no coração. Como é que os assassinos tiveram tempo? Não faz sentido, pois. Vamos ver. Vamos abrir o peito. Uou. Brutal. Brutal. Que é isto? Mapa.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Uma página. Ok.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
faint light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Tente ficar na luz para os inimigos não detectarem você. Refúgios vão restaurar parte da sua saúde. Se você sair ou atacar de um refúgio durante um combate, ele ficará indisponível também.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Não é isso que acontece na história. Procura um refúgio. A luz curativa não deixa o inimigo alcançar você.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
The fuck? Acho que já percebi.
He's coming. Need to be in the light.
Ou seja, tem que ficar na luz. Estou na luz.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! Vanished.
Fim do primeiro capítulo.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up.
Temos aqui outra mensagem. Esta já tínhamos, não? A sala de autópsia onde nós estamos. Quadro de casos. Temos alguma coisa? Temos, sim, senhor. Nightingale atacou-nos. Vamos por
A
aqui.
dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Ok, o que é que temos aqui? Saga tinha que ir. Saga estava de volta em Callan Lake. Ok. Aqui temos mais uma pista. Descreveram vários agressores com máscaras de cera, entoando cânticos, enfiando facas na cara. Portanto, onde é que vamos colocar esta pista? Será que estas vítimas, métodos de matar? Okay.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Aceita dar. Vamos aqui mais 7 pistas aqui.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Portanto, vítima de homicídio.
Think.
Ok. Temos aqui ritual. Qual é o ritual? Máscara. Corpo para longe da vida coberta de escrita, página encontrada dentro do peito. Ok. Parte escrita do ritual. A parte escrita do ritual. Esta aqui. Quem está envolvido? Provavelmente aqui. temos aqui em cima? Que tipo de seita? Tipo de seita. Temos aqui o colar, símbolo da seita, para identificar o tipo de seita. E depois temos aqui a máscara. Provavelmente também é aqui. É um símbolo a máscara, não? Não? É sim, senhor. Mentalidade da seita.
Keep trying.
Onde é que eu vou colocar aqui? Foi a única vítima que se tornou um monstro. Aqui não é? Onde é que eu coloco esta prova? What the fuck?
No.
Ok. Supostamente era aqui. Quem está envolvido? Ok. Ritual da seita. O assassinato dele condizia com o das outras vítimas, porque elas não viravam monstros também. Ok. Já metemos aqui as provas todas no caso. Já está tudo interligado. Agora objetivos. Falar com o Casey. Vamos lá voltar. Fomos atacados por um homem morto. Quadrado. O que é que aconteceu com o xerife? Fomos atacados por um homem morto. Abraço, velho. Até já, até já. Obrigado aí. Um abraço.
Caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Ok, vamos ter que voltar para Cauldron Lake.
We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Aqui não há nada para apanhar, recolher. Acho que não.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, that's crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean? The sheriff disappeared. Like, huh? He's gone?
Magia não existe, diz ele.
They're a fine pair.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson.
Pede reforços que é melhor, que a coisa está a começar a esquentar.
Casey here. Yeah.
Entretanto, deixa eu ver se temos aqui alguma coisa para fazer. Televisão. Aqui está.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
Vamos só relembrar aqui o homicídio
Nightingale
ritual.
was chosen as the victim. Why?
Find the switch. It goes click.
Ok, aqui está tudo. A seita da árvore está realizando rituais para criar monstros. Ok, fica aqui mais uma prova. Ok, vamos ter que voltar, portanto... Para onde é que foi o nosso colega? Será que temos que voltar ao carro? Portanto, o nosso carro é este aqui. É isso, temos que voltar.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
O coração.
The
E é
page
isso.
says Nightingale's in
Vamos
something
começar aqui
called
um novo
an overlap.
capítulo.
Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
este é o capítulo 2. Já fizemos o primeiro, o capítulo 1, agora o capítulo 2. Está feito aqui Return, que é o capítulo 1, e agora Return 2, o coração. Portanto é isso, vamos deixar para amanhã. Amanhã fazemos aqui uma nova live a fazer aqui o seguimento do jogo do Alan Wake 2. Portanto, por hoje vamos ficar por aqui. Amanhã temos live novamente aqui do Alan Wake. A continuação aqui, avançamos mais um pouco na história do game. E depois também tentar chegar ao fim do jogo e depois também jogar a expansão que saiu ontem. E o jogo está simplesmente brutal. Portanto, é isso, maltinha. Apareçam aqui no canal do Maestro Games, já sabem. E estamos juntos. Amanhã live novamente. Um abraço.